Welcome everyone, my name is Albert Park and I'm from UNEP, the United Nations Environmental Program. Today I'm going to talk to you a bit about a serious problem affecting over 100 countries. That problem is desertification, the process by which healthy usable lands become arid and unusable. As you might imagine, this process does not happen overnight. It takes many years, in some cases centuries. But it can be stopped, and I'll talk about how in a moment. First of all, however, let's consider what causes desertification to happen. As you will see on this slide, it happens for a number of reasons. It takes poor water conditions like drought combined with poor land management to create this disastrous situation. Here's a common scenario. Let's say thousands of million people in particular region or country need trees for construction purposes, for making paper, and for other uses. So, of course, forests get cut down. However, if the forests aren't replaced, soil that was held in place by the tree roots gets swept away. This top layer of soil is where plants get nutrients, so if there is no topsoil, plants won't grow without the plants holding the earth in places. These areas also experience more flooding, which destroyed even more the vegetation. Over time, the land continues to suffer degradation until eventually it becomes barren and desert-like. Another contributing factor is overgrazing. An example of this is when people settle in one place. Their livestock, cattle, goats, and sheep with food grow on the same piece of land year after year until the minerals in the soil are used up. When that happens, farmers can no longer grow crops there, so the result is that dirt blows away and farmers have to find other places to live. Not only that, but the cattle compact the earth with their hooves so tightly that water from irrigation of rainfall just runs off without penetrating the ground. And if the land is not irrigated properly, the level of salt in the soil can rise, thus adding to the degradation of lands. So, as I said, this is taking place in over 100 countries around the world. It's a problem that is affecting acres and acres of land, and obviously the loss of usable land affects the animal and people who live in these areas. This barren spot will not support life, which means these people have to go elsewhere to support themselves. In fact, some experts predict that as many as 60 million people will have to be displaced because of desertification by the year 2020. And this mass migration will of course put a strain on the existing resources in those areas the people move to. This is exactly what's happening in parts of Africa, in Asia, and in parts of Latin and North America. So, what can be done to stop desertification from happening? Well, there are many things that people and nations are doing to stop the spread of desert. For instance, one solution is to plant young trees where deforestation has occurred. As the trees grow, the roots will once again hold the earth in place, thus protecting it. People in some areas are planting rows of trees and building fences at the edges of desert to act as whirlwind spread to stop the approach of the land. Obviously, proper crop rotation and reseeding would help prevent soil erosion and wise use of irrigation techniques and existing water supplies will also improve conditions. So all hope is not lost. There is a lot we can do to stop encroaching desertification, but more steps need to be taken immediately. The Programs in place in Africa, Asia, and elsewhere need more funding, and they need more publicity. That's one of the reasons that we are here at this conference. Now, if any of you would like to find out more about the certification and what's been done about it, there are many resources available. For instance, you could visit the UNEP website or the website for the USGS, the U.S. Geological Survey. Both sides have plenty of information. Now I'd like to open up the floor for questions and comments.